tells you there's a full comp game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Carr completes it. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr, quick throw, it's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Throwing now is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. they go play action. Here's Levis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bigsby. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in.
And this is caught at the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
93.
Now Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Alexander Johnson.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Let's go, guys.
On 1st down, Levis. And that's incomplete. And the Rams had 5 and 9 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Levis. And he's got this to Jefferson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Bigsby once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Bigsby is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. Looking for our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me...
They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before taking this deep into enemy territory down to the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a 2nd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tank Bigsby. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams have regained the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have yet again retaken the lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Levis. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Here's Levis. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On first down, Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
93. 637. 618.
Carr now on first down. Forced out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And some room to work. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Second and 10. Levis from his own end zone. Short throw, it's Higbee. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a handoff to Bigsby. There he goes, right side. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The one final shot before the half. Here's Levis. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Levis now off of play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Foskey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A run here with Bigsby. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Back to throw, it's Levis. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Bigsby. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Levis to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Levis going to change the play. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a good move at the 5, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Here's Bigsby. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Tank Bigsby with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Levis from the gun. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Maher is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This will be brought out from the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
I mean, you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And Bigsby once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On the carry, Bigsby. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And
I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Levis. Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Levis. That'll be caught by Cup. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now second and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Another run by Bigsby. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Marr able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Man open. Here is Jones. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Carr now on first down. He gets it to Thomas. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Carr. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing his Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, Bigsby. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale